We really live in uncertain times. It's like everyone is wondering what will happen next. An earthquake, a tsunami, maybe the next world war, or maybe we are in a war right now, or a financial crisis. Last week, just a week ago, I met an international businessman, and he told me that he visited several countries in the last months, and everywhere he went, all the businessmen had the same feeling, that something is going on in this world and that something is going wrong in this world. And I'm quite sure that you and me and everyone in the audience and also everyone in this world has this feeling that something is in the air, and it's definitely not love. And if you ask me about the reason for all that, I would just say it's all about weak leadership, or it's about the lack of inspiring and courageous leadership. Look at the refugee crisis. People are still dying in the Mediterranean Sea, and we all know that more than 50% of the refugees are children. Where are the creative solutions? Where is leadership? Look at the growing radicalization threat. If you ask me, it's about the lack of responsibility. Where are the community leaders who oppose this kind of hate in their communities? So it's always the lack of leadership. I know that leadership is a little bit overused, like the word love and peace and freedom. And when I talk about leadership, I don't mean this kind of leadership with well-funded, special designed artificial programs for leaders in which everyone praises the other and everyone wants to become the president. When I talk about leadership, I mean the leadership which is authentic, the bottom-up, authentical leadership from the people and for the people. I just give you an example from my work. I work on the field of radicalization prevention, and analyzing the radicalization phenomenon in the past 5 years of my life, I would just conclude that radicalization is all about social problems. Look into the eyes of young people in several European countries who in different suburbs and banlieues in different European countries. If you look into their eyes, you will find frustration, isolation, exclusion. They feel alienated. We will find discrimination, and you will conclude very fastly that it's easy to encourage these young people to do everything, not only terrorist attacks or selling drugs. So, and if you look, you will find that there is no leader and there is no responsibility. No one feels responsible. In some cases, not even the government. If there is no leader, if there is no leadership, if there is no leader who guides young people who guides young people towards a better life by offering opportunities and alternatives, there will be a leader, but a leader who will lead them to the wrong way. So it's all about leadership. Our world needs courageous and inspiring leadership for togetherness. This is very important. I'm German Moroccan, and I have several examples from the German history. Germany was, we had two Germanys in one time, but some political leaders fought for a united Germany, and it became true, even if it was only a dream. My father always told me a story from Morocco. It is about the Moroccan King Mohammed V during the Second World War. During the Second World War, he got the instruction from the Vichy regime to treat the Jewish population in Morocco as second-class citizens. And at that time, the king refused it, even if it was a trend, especially in the countries who were occupied by Nazi troops. And he refused, and he said his famous sentence, "In my country, I don't distinguish between Muslim and Jewish citizens. I only have Moroccan citizens." And to show his stance, he waited till the National Day. And on the National Day, he ordered his servants to prepare the seats of the Jewish community next to the seats to the French delegation, to show his stance and to show that Jewish people matter in his country like Muslim people in his country, and everyone is together and it's one country. What a brave stance, what a unique example of leadership for coexistence. We need such leaders. Nowadays, we have many leaders who even use the language of hate speech, to get elected and to get votes everywhere in the world. And I don't say they are leaders, politicians. For that reason, we need leaders who oppose this kind of hate speech and who really fight for togetherness and for a peaceful world. The first time I met Kofi Annan in the Extremely Together leadership program, and he's one of the great change makers of our time, and it was an honor to meet him. I remember one quote he told me and the other 9 leaders, and it was, "You are the leaders of tomorrow, so don't let me down." And it really, when I heard this quote, I really felt this responsibility on my shoulders. But after a while, I said, okay, yes, we are the leaders of tomorrow, and we have to be glad to carry this responsibility of the future for the people. So I think that there are many unknown leaders out there, and we need more youth leadership empowerment. My colleague Fatima Zaman is one of them. Unfortunately, she was not able to attend here today, but she's unique. I greet Fatima, she watches us from the internet now. And I think we need more youth leadership empowerment, and we have to bring young leaders in an early stage of their life together to build a peaceful future for this world. Today is the International Day of Peace, and I really believe peace is possible. And I also support the slogan and the theme of this event, peace happens. Yes, peace happens, but only through inspiring and courageous leadership. Thank you for your attention.